Where am I? Oh yeah, we're back here. We're going to go back. Yeah, I think I did die before the regeneration stuck in. That's probably what happened. I'm not sure exactly what percentage. Oh, here we go, control room. What do we think, guys? Shall we try and get regeneration going with some Nitro 9? Sounds a bit of a... I don't know what happened to the lift. I think I fell down it funny. Or caught the edge or something. But I have some Nitro 9, so let's see. Let's throw it over there. One. No, that was quite a short fused one. Let's do a bit more. Well, that's going to be a long... The thing is, though, I don't want to break my legs, do I? Or anything like that. So, I guess let's fly the Tardis and see if we can find some enemies that they might shoot us a little bit. That sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? Right. Activate zigzag plotter. Okay, regulator. We'll go normal. Locking down mechanism and time rotor handbrake. Oh, we're away. Let's put the Nitro 9 away before I do some damage, which is not good. Smack my head. There we go. Will TARDIS take damage from the weapons inside? I don't think it does, you know. I don't think it takes internal damage. I think it takes a... the TARDIS takes a real beating, and it requires the stresses of flying through time and space to really give it damage. I can hear the takeoff sounds. I think it might just be quiet on the stream. Can you hear that? Can you hear the sounds now? If you can't hear that, I'll turn up the game sounds for next time we do a flight. Okay? Turn off autopilot. Yes, I'll do that for the next flight if I can remember how to do it. If anybody knows how to do it, that would be great. Yeah, we've got the transit sound going on at the minute because we're flying. Okay, I just got a message from Dmegi. He's been listening in on and off, and the sounds, there's some sounds that should be in that aren't in at the moment. It is possibly to do with the build that he gave me. I want to know... Yeah, he just forgot them. He just forgot to put them in the build for me. So don't worry about that. Blinking blue lights, turn them off. Hang on a second. Takeoff, land, and transit has been different to me. Blinking blue lights, turn them off. Use the console port. Blinky blue lights. Well, they're blue lights there. Active blue stable. Well, I thought they were already active. Okay, I'm just going to have a quick look outside. We'll see where we are. While you guys tell me in the chat what I should be doing with the lights and turning off that autopilot. Oh my goodness, we're getting lots of radiation. Okay, we're not going to hang around here very long. Right. Spyduck says the blinking blue lights. Blinking. Oh, when in flight to turn off. Right, okay. Yes, that's correct. Tmegi's been playing around with the sounds and they're not in this particular build. We don't want to stay here anyway, so let's get this activated and we'll see if we can do the TARDIS some damage. There we go. The blue lights are now flashing, or at least they flashed when I clicked on them. So I think we might have to keep an eye on this now. Oh yeah, here we go. Now for this flight, I'm going to attempt to do it to make things okay, so the TARDIS doesn't take damage. Notice I said I think and attempt. Oh, no, that one. There we go. Let's increase the speed. Oh, we can't, I don't think. No. I've got to sort out the accelerator. Spyduck, if you're not aware, mate, there is a normal lag on these things of quite a few seconds, so we'll have to just take that into account. Oh no, got to do that one. There we go. We'll let the like I said, we'll make the TARDIS take damage next time if I can. So it looks like you choose your speed when you first do the sequence. But this is a fun little mini game. This I do like it. And some people said, "Oh, why is different bits glowing blue?" And why can't you just do it? It's because it's randomised, I think. So yeah, that's the way it works. Right. So should we go outside? Why did I not regenerate? It's because I went past the point of dying. Yeah, the camera shake seems to have disappeared, but we can ask Mehdi about that later. I'm hoping to have him actually on the voice, on the Skype. Uh-oh. Oh, thank goodness for that. I thought I was somewhere else then for a moment. Can I change the theme? You like the classic one? We can change it to the classic theme, but I know how to fly it in this theme. We've got to have a look at the other theme yet, haven't we? So we'll check that out shortly. There are, if I remember correctly, some people over here that might be able to reduce my health for me. So we'll see about that. Who needs to fast travel when you have a TARDIS, indeed. Tell you what, let's get the sonic screwdriver out, because that could be very useful, and we'll try some of the other features of the sonic screwdriver. So, first things first, let's use the... Hang on a minute, which one? Oh, I think I got the wrong one out. I got the wrong one out. I meant to get the sonic screwdriver. There we go. And I want to scan for life signs. There we go. No life signs detected so far. Oh. Right. Let's just skip through this because I don't think we want to speak to this guy, do we? So, scan for life signs. It's not scanning him. Okay. Let's just see what's around here. Okay, I think there's some people around here. Yes, look at these people up here. The sonic screwdriver doesn't seem to be working at the moment at all. I've tried TARDIS recall, and I've tried scan for life signs. It didn't work. Let's try and disarm weaponry. Oh, okay, so this guy's going to have a chat with us. I'll do as you ask. Just leave me be. I want to carry on doing this. No. Nope, doesn't appear to be sorted out there. Sound effects might have been turned down, maybe voice or effects. I can adjust the sound. Let's turn the sound of the game up slightly. Let me know if it's too loud and I will turn it down. There we go. Sound has been increased slightly. Shoot them. I can't shoot them. This particular Sonic doesn't have the shoot. Yeah. Let's... no. Ah, here we go. Laser screwdriver. That'll sort them out, won't it? Huzzah! Oh, I missed. Yeah! Uh-oh, reputation. Shunned. Oh no, the community. We've been shunned. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Well, you wanted me to regenerate. You've got a melee weapon. I don't want to fight with melee weapon people. This particular Sonic doesn't have a shoot.
You like that?
Ow, ow, ow. Still shooting at me. Right, here we go. We're going to hold back the regeneration progress and we're going to run to the Tardis. This isn't running, is it? Now disarm. I can't disarm him. I don't think it works. I don't know if this one has disarm. Let's I ain't got long until I regenerate. Let's have a look. Disintegration, lockpick hack, no. Okay. You want me to check the main menu? I'm going to go check the main menu. Settings, audio, music, radio, master, footstep, voice. No, voice is on. It's probably missing with the other. There is an upgrade coming for. I'm getting shot at again, but I think I'm pretty much invulnerable whilst I'm about to regenerate. What was I saying? There's an upgrade about to be put into this, which isn't in yet, which involves sounds. I need to get in the TARDIS. There we go. Okay, and I'm also hated. And as you can see, look, I'm glowing. Can I put my weapon away? Let's just take it off me, shall we? The regeneration process is happening. So, here we go. There's a glitch when you try and change the settings on the screwdrivers where you open the menu, hit exit, open the menu again and then select the setting. Okay, I will try that, but here we go. We might have a minute or two to wait for this, but I'd rather wait than... Is this my first regen? Yes, yes it is, Twiggy. I haven't got any dramatic music to hand, I don't think. Oh, 60 seconds we've got. Do we just wait 60 seconds? Do I have to sing some dramatic music? I don't think so. Shall I regenerate down here, or shall I go up there? Where shall I regenerate? Where shall I regenerate? Let's just do it here. We've got plenty of space to look here. We're not going to. Let's just have a good look at our face at the minute. You can see that we've got brown, shortish hair, kind of brownish eyes. I actually look like somebody I know, but there we go. Oh, here we go. Going boff. There we go. Regenerated. Let's have a little look. Ah, much cleaner, younger face. Shorter hair, similar eyes. I think if I took the hat off we would have been able to see slightly better on the hair. Let's just do that now. Let's take our hat off. There we go. Different hair, so a different person and a different character altogether after regenerating. We've still got some bits floating off us, but I'm going to go back and see if we can get that sonic screwdriver working. So let's get the normal sonic out, weapons, sonic screwdriver, and then 2. And you say click exit, then click the thing. Disable disarm weaponry. Right, let's give it a try. Damage the TARDIS in flight. I will. That's on my list. It's on my to-do list. But if I remember correctly, there were some people over here with guns. I'm going to try and disable them. Use the coral thing. We're going to change themes as well. I will change themes after we've done the next flight. Okay, so there we go. Inky, yes, sing. I'm not singing, Inky. You know what my singing's like. You've been to house parties with me in the past, and singing and dancing is not a good idea. Right, so there's the guys. They hate me. They shouldn't hate me. I have a TARDIS. They haven't seen me. Shh. No, it's not working still. Okay, let's try with it out. Exit. Disable. No. Okay, let's try universal. And let's try some people are saying damage the TARDIS. Yes. I'm just going to back off from these guys a little bit. Let's see what we've got here. Get closer, select disarm mode, he says. Yeah. Well, maybe I have to get even closer then. No? Not yet. Let's scan for life signs. No, something's up with the sonic. Something is up with the sonic. We'll have to make a note of that. Spyduck, if you're still there, if you're still watching Spyduck, make a note of it. Ah, of course. He looks different. Hello? Do you hate me still? Look, I'm still glowing. I recently regenerated. Did you know that? Oh, yes. Oh, terribly sorry. I just bumped into you there. Oh. Oh. Yes. Well, I'm not pleased to see you. It's a laser screwdriver in my pocket, you see. Right, okay. That was just me messing around. So that's probably why the TARDIS recall didn't work earlier. Try changing the settings on the laser screwdriver. Oh, here's Demegi. Hello, Demegi, you're in the chat. He just goes, oh, facepalm. I think I'm doing everything right with regards to the laser screwdriver. But what we'll do, we'll leave Demegi to think about it and take abuse for not getting it right in this build. And I'm going to go back to the TARDIS and we'll fly it without helping it, without flying it properly, basically. Let's go. Is there a sprint? No. No, that's not sprinting. Demegi is testing this very moment. We don't care, Demegi. We want to see it on my screen. But yeah, it's in progress. Don't worry. Oh, gold. What was that? I'm not sure what that was. Anyway, let's put this screwdriver away. We're going to do a flight without fixing things. Well, actually, before I do that, let's have a look at the readout, shall we? So, fuel remaining 88%. Power remaining 0, apparently. Shield oscillators 100, hull integrity 100, and everything else is 100. Okay, so let's do one flight where we don't get it right. So, I think... Did I get to that point? No, let's try again. Zigzag plotter, regulator, space-time throttle. No? There we go. There we go. We're off now. So I'm going to stand back a bit, and we'll let this thing go, and we'll see what people are saying. Are the stabilizers on still? I think I might still have the stabilizers on, guys. Okay, I think I still have the stabilizers on. Autopilot deactivated, so here we go. It's trying to get me to do that, but I'm not going to. Oh, and it exploded a bit. So we got a bit of explosion before the Tardis landed. Oh, it's still flying, actually. We're still flying, we're still in flight. I'm not going to do that. And it's exploding more. Oh, everything's exploding, which we like. Okay, I think we might be getting close. Yeah, that's the flight's ending now. We're rematerializing, and we survived. So let's have a look at the readouts. So power's still at 0 for some reason. Fuel 85. Shield oscillators and hull integrity are still max, so those hits didn't actually get us on those ones. Interesting. Should we go see where we are, I think? I'm still glowing from regenerating, look. Don't know how long that lasts. Refuel the TARDIS. Oh! Lake Las Vegas. It was a lonesome road. You see, I won't be able to get back over now. Right, okay. Try the universal mode on the laser screwdriver. I did try the universal mode on the laser screwdriver earlier. It didn't. It didn't at this stage. Universal mode on the laser screwdriver. Okay, I don't think this is a very good place to do it though. But we're going to be getting to Megian soon, early. So let's arrange for that to happen soon. But before he does come in, let's change the theme. Because there's one theme that we haven't done yet. Okay. I like that sky. It's a nice sky. Da-da, da-da-da-da-da. And here we go. In we are. Now, you'll have to forgive me, guys. Demeg is spamming me because we're about to get him in. We're about to get him on board. So, I'm just going to have to pause the stream for a moment. Not stop, but pause. So, let's just do that. Okay. And let's see if we can get Demeg in without any problems. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me okay?
Right, okay, let's just adjust the sound. Because I've gone quiet and you've probably gone quiet. Okay. Can everybody still hear me okay? And then can
What's
we
the question?
yes, my whenever I activate Skype, my sound completely changes.
Hey everybody. And you're going to have to apologise because I'm actually using a car hands-free kit to speak to you.
That's
Such
how
is the way of technology.
That's how bad the situation is, everybody. Demeg is having to use a hands-free kit, so that's fantastic, really, isn't it?
Well, I have to say thank you very much, Master Hellish, for hosting this. I've been watching you from the shadows. yeah, I've been watching you from the shadows, and I've been slightly concerned with regards to some of the bugs that we've been coming across. So yeah, I want to explore a few more of those and just see if we can ruin them out.
Yeah. Well, as I explained to everybody watching earlier on, this is it is a preview. It very much so.
Very much so.
It's not out yet. I think one of the first questions I was asked earlier on is when will it be out? I don't know if you have an answer for us on that one.
No! I don't. I've said it many times before. For anyone who's been following the mod for the past few, however many years, I've given release dates and spectacularly failed to adhere to them. So I'm not giving any release dates. I'm going to say make of all the publicity as you will. You'll see things popping up. Inky Blue, I am at home. Just to say, I am at home. I just don't have a microphone.
Yeah, he's he's not in the car. He's at home. He just doesn't have a mic. So yeah, basically, if you want to know exactly what's going on and the moment that it is available, you need to follow this address. Hang on a minute. This address here. There we go. I'm not very good at that. On the screen now. So yeah, that's fantastic. Now I'm just looking in the chat here. Can you see the chat as well, Maggie?
Yeah, I can see the chat. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So if you guys want to throw up some questions, we're going to give them a good a good Q&A for a while, and then maybe we'll come back to the mod and have another little look before wrapping up tonight. But first of all, thank you for letting me have this preview of your mod, even though it's not completely finished yet.
No, you're very welcome. It was a pleasure. Obviously, you did the demonstration video what was it, about a month ago?
Oh, I think it was a little bit longer than a month ago now when we did the having a crack. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, but no, that was hopefully a bit of an insight into it in its early. Well, I say it's early stages. It's sort of early 2.0 stages.
Yeah.
So yes, yeah. I mean, it's funny. I sort of came on here with an intention of doing a Q&A. I just wanted to give a bit of information as to the mod. I can see loads of questions firing in, so you have to bear with me 2 seconds, guys, because I'm trying to keep up with all these questions. Yeah, let's just jump straight into the questions.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, so Spyduck, no questions from you.
Yeah.
No questions from Spyduck. You can shut up, man.
Right, okay. Is banned from questions. Yes. Right. First of all, let's see. Would it be possible? Now, I'm just having to read these as they're moving through. They're going at lightning speed. Thank you for putting them in. I saw one. Will the Sonic have you changed the Sonic sound?
No, I haven't. Do you know what? I found it so difficult to source Sonic Screwdriver sounds. I was looking, and the problem is you've got to bear in mind that when you're making a mod that's already licensed by something, it's really hard to legally obtain sounds for that mod without kind of crossing a barrier.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about basically ripping it from episodes and stuff like that. And at that point, you are sort of, all right, you're not necessarily breaking any laws by doing this, because it's completely, there's no cost involved. But yeah, long story short, sorry, there are no new sounds, especially just the one. I did intend on it. If I can find better sourcing for it, then I'll go for new sounds. But at the moment, we've got just the one basic Sonic Screwdriver sound effect.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We've just got a general comment here. They're saying that they just want to say the effects are brilliant, and they say that you and the team have worked, and it's lovely. The whole thing's wicked.
Oh, thank you.
They said you've made Fallout fun.
Oh, good. Do you know what? I hate Fallout New Vegas. There we go, guys. I've said it. I hate the game. I detest it with every fibre of my being. It's an awful, awful game. But it's made by some guys who make brilliant games. Fallout 3 was exceptional. It's one of my favourite games ever. And New Vegas is all right. Mm-hmm. So take that as what you will. Well, thank you. That's a nice compliment.
Okay. We've got another one here from Paper Turtles. What do you look for in beta testers?
I feel a bit awkward about this because I assembled a beta team about 2 months ago, and I put out a big sort of casting call, I suppose, for it, if you like.
Yeah.
I have to be honest, I haven't used them yet. We've got a couple of guys who, yeah, I know, awful. Got a couple of guys who are going to get access to it tonight after this stream, and they're going to be able to have a bit of a play and give some feedback on it. But basically, what do I look for? Just general, we need availability, and we need reliable people, trustworthy people as well, because obviously, ideally, I don't want content getting released before its official release date. So, trustworthiness, reliability. I don't want it to impact anyone's, personal life. So, if you're in school or in college, I don't want you to be wasting your time, sort of, play testing something you don't get paid for when you've got, homework to do, basically. So there's some of the key things.
Okay. Did you want to pick out a couple of questions now that are flying through the chat here?
Yeah. Blimey, let me scan through that. I'm gonna scroll up a little bit. Who we got? Blimey. Right, Legacy 14. Okay, right. Demegi, would it be possible to randomly materialise in space and fly out, so within the radius of the Tardis oxygen bubble? Yeah, I want to do that. I don't see why we can't do it. There are plenty of different ways of doing it. But time is a killer at the moment. As you're aware, I'm looking towards sort of giving it up more or less sooner or later within the next 4 weeks. Take that what you will. And as a result, I personally won't have time, but Spydux is incredibly talented and creative, and no doubt he will push the boundaries of this mod beyond anything that I could possibly push forward now. So hopefully one day it might happen.
So without saying anything official, unofficially you're saying in the future, in the not too distant future, you're thinking about taking a step back from this particular mod, maybe just taking it from a higher level, more or less just managing the high points.
Yeah, basically, yeah, that's the intention.
And and we've got a question here. Where has it gone? It's moved. It was on the screen, but it's moved. Oh yes. From Inky, we've got. How long did it take you to make the mod? She says, even though there's bugs in it in the moment that still need to be fixed, how long has it taken to get to this point?
Well, Spydux probably chuckling to himself at the moment. I started modding Fallout New Vegas in 2000, and just after New Vegas was released. I literally started the mod off my own Steam within the week of it being released. So is that 2010? Yeah, it would be sort of winter 2010. So what we're now 2000, 4 years. It's had so many different variations and builds, rewrites, restructures. It's been constantly reworked. So 4 years, give or take, and it's still ongoing.
Okay. Loopy Jupiter says, will there be a way to summon the TARDIS inside itself? Isn't that
No,
very
not about,
dangerous? That's a very dangerous
yeah,
thing to do,
massively.
isn't it?
Yeah, massively. The dimensional calibrations on the TARDIS would probably make it implode upon itself. I know it's done it in the past. It's probably not the safest thing in the world, but
No.
we prevented that from being able to, happen just purely because it would cock the game up. That's the best way you can put it. You'd
Yeah,
sort of be
I'm sure
screwed,
it would.
basically.
As somebody who's done a small amount of programming in the past, I can appreciate how difficult it'd be to actually not just implement that, but make sure it's implemented smoothly.
Well, that's the problem when you're trying to develop a mod where you've got um, so much approach, but also so much scope to it. You can only go about it a certain way. It's not just a question of the programming; it's a question of stopping things from happening. For example, a lot of the Time Lord player character abilities were very restricting because the way they would impact the Fallout New Vegas side of the experience. So you've got to look at it with a really, really sort of balanced, fairly balanced equation, really. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll just point out that isn't a solid 4 years of you working on it, is it?
No, not
The
no,
project
it's
has
not.
ebbed and flowed throughout the years as
It
it's
has,
gone
yeah.
through its various different phases.
Mhm.
I'm just having a look back a little bit through the chat to make sure we get some ones here. There's a good one here that I think is a nice question. What part of the mod are you most proud of?
Oh wow, okay. As a Doctor Who fan, a lifelong Doctor Who fan, the part of the mod that I'm the most proud of is the level of quality, something I alone could not possibly hope to achieve. I don't think Spider will mind me saying I'm the creative drive behind it, the one coming up with the crazy ideas every 10 minutes. That's not to say he doesn't come up with ideas, and the other guys on the team as well. We've got Great Hill Motives, who writes up the narrative, or contributes towards the narrative, and we've got Pierre Chan, who I suppose he did the textures, but it's the quality levels that make it the best thing, I suppose, and the fact that everybody's provided such a the core team have provided such a high level of quality on it. There's bugs, there's programming, scripting issues, but overall, I'm really chuffed with the way it looks. I'm really, really happy with the way it looks.
It's certainly got quite a lot of features. It's very feature packed, and it does
Oh,
look
on the feature side,
really
yeah,
nice. I'm
yeah.
going to try and squeeze some more in before they go flying off the top of the screen. There was a question from Tardis 1407. Will there be an image in the door of the classic layout to see where you have landed?
In the door.
Do you remember
So,
the doors in the classic layout that go to the outside?
oh, I see. Right. Okay. No, there won't. Unfortunately, that would be an immense amount of work. We'd have to texture capture every landing location, and then apply it to a mesh, and that would just be a proper pain in the back end. So no, that won't be happening. I just want to stress: if people are coming up with ideas, get yourselves over to the Fallout Who forums, because we have something there called the Lab, which is a community modding area, and we try to encourage and share our modding skills with everybody, to sort of improve your modding skills and your game development skills, and do it through Fallout Who Vegas as a medium. So that question in mind from, who was it, Tardis 1407,
Yeah.
if that's something that you want to see in the mod, I encourage you, please do it yourself. The one thing that we do say is we are quite proud of our work, and we don't necessarily, we do prefer people to approach us before they go and throw things up for availability. So please, for your own personal pleasure, experiment and practice, and by all means, that sounds like a brilliant idea, but yeah, I mean, just, great idea, but something that we don't have the time and the resources to look towards, unfortunately.
Okay. There's a few different questions that have gone through, and I'm kind of combining them into one here. One of the questions was what will Wave 3 involve? And I know that you're not doing it in waves anymore. That plan went a different way, and you've now
That's
done
right,
it like
yeah.
this. This is going to be version 2, and
That's right.
you are planning one last release.
One big push, yeah, from my
One
side,
big
that's right.
push, and that big push isn't going to be a version 3. It's not going to be that. It's just going to be more content. It's not going to be a whole new
Exactly.
one.
Yeah.
So it's probably more of a 2.5.
That's it, yeah.
That's
It's,
what. Yeah. What can we
yeah, I mean,
expect in 2.5 that isn't in 2?
Okay, yeah, certainly. Well, for a start, there was a lot of quest content. When 2.01, if I got my number right, when version 2 goes up for download, the ESP file, as you'll know as Fallout players, the mod file, will contain a lot of upcoming quest content. And we do stress in the README, and I will stress now, when you get your hands on it, for your own pleasure, don't go snooping through it purely on the basis that you'll ruin the experience yourself. We have 6 very fun quests, and it's around about 4 hours worth of playtime, just for the first 5 quests. The 6th one isn't quite finished yet. They contain a whole plethora of monsters, from Silurians to Autons to Weeping Angels. Obviously, the Daleks and the Cybermen. You've got the Silence. What else have you got? Think.
So there's lots of stuff that
there's loads of stuff.
is
Weapons,
already in progress. It's already well
it's pretty much completed. It just needs refining. Yes. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
you've just not put it into the 0.2 build.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. So, well, I don't know if you can see the
Well,
stream.
you're playing stage. Do you want me to pick some of the questions out, because I can see that you're having a bit of a rummage around at the moment?
I'm going to have a rummage around. I'm going to have a go about. I might fly the Tardis a little bit more and see if I can make it explode.
No,
if you want to answer, then go for it.
Yeah, certainly. Well, I think what we'll do, if it's all right with you, is we'll go through a couple more questions, and then as we're playing, if you've got any questions or any bugs that you've noticed this year, we can talk about it live if that helps.
Yeah.
Just to cover some ground. Yeah, cool. So, right, guys, I'm just going to scan through the questions quickly.
Whilst you're doing that, there has been several sound questions throughout this demonstration. I know that in this particular build, you're in the middle of playing around with it.
That's correct, yeah. I put the build up this morning in quite a rush for Master Hellish, and unfortunately it would appear that I forgot to include the dematerialisation and rematerialisation sounds, so you have to I have to apologise for that there. But, you know, bear in mind they are there, so that's all gravy. So I'm just going to quickly fly through some questions, because I can see some here. A lot of people are asking about the different desktop themes, the console rooms. Okay. I can confirm, and I say this at the moment, they're not implemented but they're ready, almost, kind of. We do have 3 new console room desktop themes to add.
Ooh, 3.
Yeah, but one of them's visible on the Fallout Who forums, made by a brilliant modeller. And I can't believe he's a novice. His name's J Mink. I hope I pronounced his username correctly. J Mink. He made the one of the old classic retro console rooms. That's fantastic. The 8th Doctor's console room is an intention. I believe Spyduck has started at some point in the past on that. It just needs some finishing off. And the latest Matt Smith console room, as seen up until the time of the Doctor, that will also be going in. So, yeah, basically, lots of new magic, brand new console rooms to play with. So, yeah, there we go. So, hopefully, I haven't seen other questions for the desktop thing. I'm just scanning through for the rest of them.
Yeah, if you've asked a question quite far back and it hasn't been answered yet, don't be afraid to put it in again. If you haven't got a question to ask at this point, just hold back your chat so that we can just get questions into the chat.
S. Davison, I can see that you're asking, will the different doctors' voices return? Well, I'm assuming, unless you've not found any yet, Master Hellish, that you've come across the hypercubes.
I have found 2 of them.
And they played some of the Doctor's sound bites as you did it, yeah?
Yeah.
They did, right, cool. Okay. So
I don't know
the
if those
Doctors
guys heard them, because I think I had to turn the sound.
Gotcha, right, okay. So, basically, sorry, I'm just following with the question thread here. The Doctors will appear in the mod only through collectibles. And as you collect each collectible, you'll unlock a particular item and the outfit for that Doctor. So yeah, basically that will happen in terms of the Doctors. I'm just looking through here actually, because we've got some pretty interesting questions popping up, and they are coming up really quickly. Right. Any famous Doctor Who landing locations? X Games X.
I just
It's a
died.
tricky one, really. It's a real tricky one. Purely on the basis that you've got no power, Master Hellish. That's probably why.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you need to free up some power. It's a bit like having all your CPU on your motherboard taken up. You just need to.
Right. Okay. Well, let's see if I can get back to the control room and free up some power. See, it's not a bug; it's implemented. It's a feature.
Locations, right? So basically, sorry, no custom locations that I can think of off the top of my head. There'll be some special secret ones and stuff, but there won't be any custom ones. We did want to have Stonehenge ages ago, but things just kind of like morph and change, and before you know it, it's kind of things have taken priority. Can you make a potion where you're about to regenerate? Beastie Bob, that's a good question. Initially, the plan with regeneration for version 2.0 was that you would have to visit the Sisterhood of the Eternal Flame, who are obviously based on Khan, and that's where the 8th Doctor got his elixir of the warrior. That inspired me. So basically, no. After all that, no. Maybe in 2.5, I'd certainly like the ability to go beyond your 12th regeneration, and we might add a quest in there that you need to perform for the Sisterhood to go beyond that point. But as it stands at the moment, no, there's no elixirs. I think Brothers and a few other people have been asking some questions with regards to characters in the quests. Apart from the monsters themselves, no, I'm afraid there won't be. I've tried to reduce on the number of human interaction in the quests purely on the basis that I would prefer to have voice act talent represented in the mod, but the problem is getting hold of decent voice actors is difficult, and it's better to have a whole cast than just one person doing it. So, no, unfortunately not, no characters.
I did offer my services, I would like to say, everybody, I did offer my fantastic voice services.
You did.
But
You did.
I'm just not enough.
No, he's not, unfortunately. Despite how you even offered to tweak the voice pitch to make yourself sound a bit more like a woman.
I do a good woman.
So, right, I just want to quickly make sure there's no other big
in the
questions.
lab.
Lemon Grenade, you've asked a brilliant question. Will there be a way of people to make their own and add their own custom TARDIS console rooms? There is a thread over at the Fallout Who Pro boards which gives you a list of all the controls that you need to make sure are meshed and modelled and animated, if you so wish, for your own console. At some point, we will set up a tutorial on how to create the console. But the one thing that I would say is just go onto the tutorials that you can find on the Nexus and follow them, because it's taken me nearly 5-6 years since Fallout 3 came out to get to the level I am with the modding. I'm still not quite as far as I want to be.
with Fallout New Vegas, did you?
No, there was an original one before that. That was Last Child of Gallifrey. So yeah, no, that was, I suppose, pretty much quite a while ago now. Can you hear it in my voice? I'm getting sidetracked. I keep talking about one thing and then I see another brilliant question.
Yes.
Before
That's the beauty of this sort of thing that we do.
Damn you, Twitch! Right, hang on, let's have a look.
I'm just wandering around the TARDIS getting lost at the moment.
You are completely lost, aren't you? Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple more questions and then we'll have another quick fly around the TARDIS, and I'll if you've got any questions that you want to ask Master Hellish, or if there's anything you're uncertain about. I don't know if you've been to Scaro yet. I don't know if you've seen any Cybermen.
We haven't seen any
seen yet.
No.
Oh. No. Right, okay. Right. Will there be any time travel to pre-war Earth? Mindhammer. Not in 2.0. Shh, spoilers. I won't say any more. Spoilers. Quest content for 2.5 or whatever I want to call it when it comes out, that will involve some time travel. I implore that you avoid going and have a snoop, because you will ruin it for yourself. But yes, anyway, there will be pre-war time travel. Right, I think 2 more questions, and then I'll jump back to Master Hellish and let him take the wheel, and I'll watch and talk and speak and answer.
Yeah.
So, let me have a look.
I keep going around in circles and end up at the control room. We've got
Which
love
rooms
out
have
there
you?
for weeping angels.
The Weeping Angels. There are weeping. There will be Weeping Angels in it. Myself and Spyduck have been. Well, Spyduck is some sort of strange maths genius. He's a little bit like the Rain Man in terms of the mathematics aspect. Basically, the maths comes into it because you have to make sure that the Weeping Angels aren't in your POV, your point of view. So when you're not looking at them, they move, and when you are, they don't. Obviously, problem is Fallout. The engine for it isn't developed like that, so it's a bit of a pain. Stevie, you asked if the pacifist role is included in the mod. Somebody else asked that earlier. I don't know if it was yourself or not. In short, it was. If anybody follows the blog, they will have seen recently that I disabled it because it was too restricting. Pacifist playthrough was developed with the intention of playing Fallout where you didn't have to pull a trigger and you could find peaceful alternatives. And I like to think that you can do that using the sonic screwdriver. I do that frequently when I'm playtesting by locking people in rooms. It's a hell of a lot of fun. I suppose with some respects it was removed because you would be massively punished for trying to defend yourself, and it's a really fine line when you've got a first-person shooter. It's almost like trying to implement it into Doom, for example. You know, you're trying to put a moral aspect, a moral spin on Doom. You can't do it. It's not to say we can't do it. It just needs a fraction more refinement. Can we repair the chameleon art? I'm assuming you mean the. Do you mean the chameleon arc or do you mean the chameleon circuit? Because the chameleon arc isn't broken. And when you say arc, I'm assuming you mean arch. I'll wait for some clarification from Valiard before we go back to that question.
I'm going around in circles here. I'm only fine in one room, so I'm going to go back to the control room.
I'm still completely nonplussed, Valiard, I'm afraid. Once I've fathomed what you're trying to ask, I'll give you a decent answer. Chameleon circuit, cool, okay. No. So the Valiard asked the question of can we repair the chameleon circuit? No is the answer. What's wrong with the police box? The police box is quintessential. Everybody loves a police. You should see my room in here, my study. I've got about 12 of them listed all over the place. They are all over the house.
Okay, I'm
Mrs.
looking at the chat. I'm taking notice. Looks.
Yes, BC. I'm going to make sure that he visits Scaro shortly.
Yeah.
No, Valiard, I understand what you're asking. Don't worry. The chameleon circuit, which makes the Tardis change on the outside, no, it will just be a police box for the rest of it. Okay, right. Last question. It's going to come from Bright Legacy. Items stored in any storage containers in the Tardis currently disappear when we turn the version to 2.0. Ooh, two questions. You're trying to sneak two questions in there.
Doesn't
also,
everything disappear when you change to 2.0?
Do you know what? I haven't tested that.
You have to essentially start afresh, I think.
Yeah, thinking about it, I don't see why it would. The actual mod content isn't shifted.
Oh, right.
Basically, the way I would treat it, guys, Bright Legacy and everybody else, is that I do apologise, but you're going to have to treat that Fallout New Vegas as if it's a brand new mod that you've never played before. The reason that I say this is because there is so much changed in it. I can't be responsible for having lost some work.
If you're unsure, if you want to keep any of that thing, make a backup before you install the new version.
Yeah, you've got your save games anyway, so I mean, providing you've saved it in the past, then you can access your save games, and that shouldn't be a problem. My answer to you there, Bright Legacy, sorry, it's a bit ambiguous, but it's simply I don't know. I do know that there's going to be some loss, and I do advise that you use a brand new save for Fallout New Vegas 2.0 when it's released. Right. If we want to put a pause on that for now, on the questions, let's have a quick look. I mean, in terms of what you've got up here.
Now, bearing in mind, Meg is seeing the same delay that you guys are.
I am. So at the moment you're looking at the reconfiguration interface.
Yes, I am in there.
Right, cool. I can't work out why you've got very little power. Have you got loads of rooms on?
Yes, I did have loads of rooms on. The power's okay now. I've changed the room slightly. We now have 10% power remaining.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, power is basically just a method of controlling what systems you have enabled.
Yeah.
There's primary systems, so you've got your flights and your navigations, your communications, etc. Communication isn't necessarily particularly essential for 2.0, but otherwise.
Indeed.
So, I think the guys want to. Have you demonstrated the space combat yet?
Nope.
Okay, right. So it's probably best if I just instruct you on how to do this, and then we'll see what happens.
Sure.
Yeah, cool. Okay, right. So if you want to kickstart flight,
I can do normal, random flight.
yeah, do normal random flight. That's probably the best way of doing it.
Normal speed. Spin the jobby. Push the thingy. There we go. Right, I'm in flight.
And turn the autopilot off as well.
Autopilot off. Okay.
Cool. Okay, great. So what we're looking for is the proximity alarm to trigger. Now, when you're travelling through the vortex,
Shall
you're going to be
activate the things that need activating?
You can do if you want. No, don't bother, because it'd be a good opportunity to demonstrate how the Tardis exterior takes damage as well, which I think a few people were asking about earlier, actually.
Okay.
So yeah, basically when you're travelling, there is going to be a slim chance that you will be attacked in the vortex, and the only way that will happen is if you have the hostile action displacement system disabled, the HADS.
Okay.
So, I'll tell you what, Master Alex, can you go into the primary systems on the terminal for me?
Primary systems.
There should be something called hostile action displacement system, HADS.
Yeah. It says enable.
Oh, in that case, it's disabled already. That's fine. That's fantastic.
Shall I enable it and then disable it again?
No, leave it. It's fine. If it's disabled, it's disabled. So that's great. What we're waiting for is we're waiting for the. We're theoretically waiting for the Tardis to be attacked. In release 2.0, you're only going to have three potential enemies that attack you: Daleks, Cybermen, and the aliens from Mothership Zeta, which I've affectionately decided to name as Etans. If anyone knows that they have the name, please shout out. So
we've done quite a few flights in this mode already, in this demo, and we haven't been boarded yet that I know of.
that's promising to a degree, I suppose. I do know that Spyduck tweaked the chances of it happening recently. I'm hoping that it's not sort of too rare now.
Okay, we've just rematerialised.
Right, okay.
Get inside the TARDIS again. Let's see, we've had quite a few explosions in that flight. And at the minute, am I looking at hull? Shields and hull are 100%.
Right, okay, so they're still fine in that case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
There was a specific feature within the systems for it, which I was initially looking at, which was an upgrade. At the moment, shields regenerate at a rate of, I think it was like 2% every 30 seconds. I was contemplating disabling that and allowing it only as an upgrade, so you'd have to craft a new shield circuit and do it that way. Potentially, it's something that will include. I'm not entirely certain yet. I mean, the regenerate for you at the moment is blooming quick. It seems to be charging up really quickly.
Yeah.
I gather. The autopilot will disable after every flight. So.
I just disabled it again. Okay, so something just blew up, and I've just gone and had a look, and the shield oscillators are at 78.25%.
That's a good start.
So something else is going to be. There we go. Well, that was quite a big explosion. Down to 60%. There's another explosion. 52%.
So to reiterate, the TARDIS will only start to look battered on the outside when the hull starts taking damage.
I think we might have to get a bit of hull damage to demonstrate that. 44%. I don't know if we're going to get it all in this flight. No, we're going to have to do one more quick flight.
One more quick flight then.
And we haven't been boarded yet, so I think we might have to. I don't know if we'll have the opportunity to demonstrate that.
Well, crunch comes to crunch, we'll have to cheat our way to Scaro,
Yes,
because
we
I
can
can
do
see
that.
a few people are begging to get there. There's a couple of things like myself and Spy don't need to go over anyway, just to make sure that it's finalised rather.
Yeah.
So cool. Don't forget to disable that. And now another thing that I couldn't work out is the fact that the Sonic wasn't working for you. I just want to establish for everybody that universal mode, it doesn't do. Oh, go for it, Master Hellish. The proximity alarm just went off.
Right.
Oh, it briefly went off, but it's disabled now because you missed its turn. If you go around the console to the exact opposite panel like you're at the moment,
Yeah.
it's gone again. Quick, run round. It's the blue glowing dish that's round the side.
Oh right. Yeah.
I've got a bit of latency on my end at the moment. It's the proximity alarm is the one that you're seeing. So it's the big dial up sort of above the typewriter.
Big dial above the typewriter. Proximity sensors. Yes.
You see it to the left? I mean, the Tardis has landed now. If you go outside, you'll see some damage to the hull. Maybe depends how
I
badly
don't know if we
damaged.
took hull damage in that flight. Oh, we did.
Yeah. How much percent? What's the percentage?
70 odd. So I don't know if we'll.
Oh, you should do. I think it's every 25%. It sort of starts to look a little bit battered. So if you go outside, you should see a slight change.
Yeah, we've got a battered TARDIS now.
There we go.
There we go. That's cool.
But battered, not in the northern sense, but
No,
battered
not in the northern
nonetheless.
sense.
Right.
There is a room just round this corner where I went through and threw a load of Nitro 9 before, and
Oh, right.
that was for the trailer, and it didn't go very well.
Went slightly wrong.
Okay.
Never good.
So
Right.
that
Okay.
was-
Do you want to? Yeah. Okay. So basically, what you want to do is you want to position yourself when you're flying the TARDIS, just for the demonstration purposes at the moment. What I'm going to suggest is that you get yourself positioned in front of the proximity sensor.
Yeah.
Yes, she does look sexier when she's battered. SMB Comics. That's not something that you want to say in front of the people who work for a refuge. Right. So basically, fire flight up.
I'm firing the flight up now.
Cool, and just basically hover in front of the proximity sensors. As soon as that glows, crank it up.
Crank it up.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Click it?
Yeah, but well, as soon as it lights, hit it.
I don't know if it's going to light up yet.
No, have you turned the autopilot off?
No. No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Autopilot disabled. Oh, cool. Something happened.
Yes, Lemon Grenade, the TARDIS does get progressively more battered. Providing that when we do encounter a cyber warship or a Dalek saucer, providing Master Hellish doesn't blow the TARDIS apart, she's still taking a good old battering. Do you want to check the hull, Master Hellish? Because I think you're going to have to respond to the controls in a second.
Hull's minus 10.
Oh god, quick, the cloister bell's triggered. Got to make sure you respond to the controls or she's going to blow.
There's no controls for me to respond to at present time. Oh, we landed.
Oh, thank goodness for that. What's the
I think we're landing.
You did, and a lovely minus 10% there, which is obviously a slight glitch with it.
Well, I can hear the gonging. That's not good.
No. That's interesting to know, Davidson. That was something that we weren't aware of. So, Master Hellish, you're going to need to repair the TARDIS, I'm afraid. So if you go around to the repair lever on the far side,
The what?
and the repair lever, right round on the far side.
Self-repair system.
That's the one.
Activate. Takes 9 minutes.
So get yourself outside. You need to leave the TARDIS.
Leaving the TARDIS. There we go. We don't want it to blow up. I bet it looks. It's probably going to look quite battered. Oh my goodness. Oh wow.
I'm intrigued to see what the shader effect's going to be like on yours. There's a little bit, like I say, there's still a little bit of latency, but I'm intrigued to see what it's going to look like purely on the basis that I don't know if you've got anti-aliasing on or off because we had some issues with it.
It's looking pretty. It's flashing.
Right, you don't have the anti-aliasing on, unfortunately, or whatever the fix was, so it does look prettier than that, believe it or not.
Okay.
Yeah, that still looks quite pretty though, doesn't it? I'm happy with that. So yeah, we'll repair it. So if you want to have a muck around with whatever, I mean, have you got the vortex manipulator? Have you already demonstrated that?
We tried the vortex manipulator, and there's a little bit of a worrying aspect in that I don't know whether it was just me, but I was able to teleport, but I wasn't able to do a fast return.
Okay, that's interesting. Right, okay.
Because it just did a fast return animation, but I ended up staying exactly where I was.
Right, I see. Okay. Well, if it's Scaro, you don't want to lose it because you're going to lose the Tardis otherwise.
Well. You see, you thought I was going to get stuck down there, didn't you? Sandbag
I
junk.
didn't wonder.
So yeah, I'm not going to use the vortex manipulator. We did that earlier.
No, cool. Okay.
Okay. So yeah. So we've done a lot of the different things that you've given me to play around with. With
Cool.
The exception of the quick return on the vortex and this sonic screwdriver, we've gone through them all and demonstrated all of them.
I think, as it stands at the moment, it's unfortunate that we've not yet been able to demonstrate the space combat system. There are a few tweaks that need doing with it. It operates very much in the same principle of flight with the coloured responses. Basically, you have randomised controls. Red is to attack, green is to evade, yellow is to defend, purple is to scan. And the enemy will relentlessly attack you or charge its weapons every 5 seconds. And you have a choice of obviously, attacking, defending, escaping, or scanning. So, essentially, that's how you come into contact with Daleks and Cybermen in the first build, other than visiting Scaro.
We should probably do that.
Yeah, should we visit Scaro?
Can we do it while the TARDIS is going mental?
Yeah, why not? What do the audience think? What do the people viewing think? Do they think we should cheat our way to Scaro?
They've only asked a couple of times. Their hearts don't seem to be in it.
Let's see how much feedback we get from them. Just teleport to Scaro.
Just teleport to Scaro.
Just do it already, man. Right, okay.
Can we do it with the TARDIS flashing like this?
Yeah, you can do it however you want. Right, basically, if
Oh, I can't get in. It says 6 minutes remaining.
hang on, you don't need to do it in the TARDIS. Don't worry about that.
Right, okay.
Let's send you the.
Send me something on Skype, are you?
Yeah. I think that's right. Let's see if that works.
Okay, I've just got a message. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the game. I'm going to put your logo up.
Yeah, I can't have anyone seeing what the cell name is just yet.
No.
Otherwise, I'll have people centering on World straight away.
Too many spoilers. Okay.
Oh dear.
I don't know if I
Well,
can.
while you're doing this, I'll have a quick look through the questions and just see if we've got anything in there.
Sure, yeah.
Can you keep it battered like that without having to repair it? Well, I suppose technically you can keep it as battered as you want, just as long as you don't blow it up.
Yeah, I suppose you don't really want to blow it up, do you?
No, it's not really the best thing. I mean, it's not an option to have the exterior look any different to how it is, so no, not intentionally you can't have it like that. No, Shadow, it's not the end. Master Hellish is just changing the... he's just teleporting to Scaro.
Teleporting to Scaro, where I'm going to die.
Yeah, indeed. Let's have a quick look. What's the fob watch? A couple of people have been asking about the fob watch. Yeah, the fob watch works. Have you used it, Master Hellish?
I have not used it.
Have you tried to use it? Okay, basically the chameleon arch is found down in the depths of the TARDIS in the Eye of Harmony, and you can use the chameleon arch to turn into a human. So when you become a human, in build 2.5 you're not going to be prone to random monster attacks. They will stop. It's basically a way of kind of disabling that aspect of the mod. You'll just be able to continue to play New Vegas with the TARDIS without any harassment from monsters. And then to become a Time Lord again, you will open the fob watch, providing your perception is greater than 5, and Shazam, you go back to being a Time Lord again. And it's worth noting that the Chameleon Arch retains your original Fallout New Vegas character's stats before you regenerate. So if you've been playing New Vegas for ages, and you've got to like, I don't know, level 30 odd character, and you basically, you don't want to lose that character's stats. When you become a Time Lord, don't worry, all of your stats are stored in the Tardis' Chameleon Arch, and you should, in theory, be safe enough. I think we're on Scaro.
We are. Right, so here we go, and I'm immediately... Oh my goodness, I'm taking a lot of radiation.
You are. You might possibly want to toggle God mode on. Just for the sake of it.
Yeah, I think we might do that. Did you want to send me that one as well?
Well, literally, if you bring up the console and just type in TGM.
Okay.
And that's it. That's literally it. Now, just to let you know, Master Hellish and the rest of the audience, I have 5 minutes remaining.
Yeah.
So I'm going to watch this, and I'm going to try and run through as many questions as I can. So let's have a look. What have we got?
I think we're in God mode now. We'll soon find out.
SMB Comics, yeah, the Eye of Harmony was that part. It's kind of hard to capture the Eye of Harmony exactly as it's been seen in the past, because in the TV movie it was this big gothic chamber with a giant eye-looking structure in the middle. In Journey to the Centre of the Tardis, it was a black hole in the middle of a big void with a gantry by it. So it was kind of like this is our own take. So at the moment, as we can see, we're on Scaro, the Petrified Forest. If any of you have not seen the Daleks, which is the very first Dalek story with William Hartnell, I recommend you go and watch it. It takes place predominantly within the wastelands of Scaro, which has been battered by a 1,000-year-long neutron bomb war. Everything's been turned to stone from the power of the weapons. And yeah, this is the remains of one of the Petrified Forests. So, if Master House has a bit of a wander around...
I found one.
You found a Dalek.
Somebody's asked, where can you suggest ideas for quests, and also is it too late to volunteer for voice acting and things? I suppose anything like that, any more questions? We haven't got time for any more questions. If you've got any more questions like that, I guess head out to the forums or to the main blog.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Head out to the forums, get joined up, we've got a very strong community there. Have a chat, yeah, you want to aim for the eye stalk, that's one of the key things. Always aim for the eye stalk. There's a tip for everybody when you get your hands on the game. Aim for the eye stalk, take it out, and the Dalek will frenzy, and it will attack anything, including Daleks around it.
Oh yeah!
There we go.
Gotcha.
That magic.
Right.
Fantastic.
It's always good to see the Daleks.
Can you go to Gallifrey? Look at that, you disintegrated a Dalek. Oh, you've never seen that. That's amazing. Can you go to Gallifrey? Spoilers. That's all not in this build.
Not in this build.
I have plans.
Basically, if anything you have plans for, just say spoilers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't say anything else.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Right.
If you keep walking there, you're going to see. You're walking straight into the heart of Dalek control. Look at that.
Wow, he's taking lots of hits. I think he's gone down now. He's getting
This is very remembrance of the Daleks, what you're doing. One of the Doctor's companions bludgeoned plenty of Daleks to death with this very baseball bat.
4 attempts it takes with this bat to take down a Dalek.
Look at that, that's magic. There we go. If you get yourself up inside the building, and if you look out the window, then you should hopefully get a nice little surprise.
Dalek on the ramp. Oh yes, a window. Yes.
And then if you activate the console in the middle,
Activate control unit. Schematic. I got. Oh, what's that in the sky?
do you know what? This is the first time I've seen this. Spider put this in last night because he was bored. This is just the sort of craziness we make get upset.
It was a giant exclamation mark.
Fantastic! Invasion of the exclamation marks.
Obviously, something that's going to be
That's amazing.
for the for the
That's
final release.
amazing. Well, that's all I have time for, I'm afraid, tonight, folks. Matt Ellis, thank you very much for doing this live stream. It's been.
I'm just wedged on a
an
garlic now.
experience. That's what everybody wants to be, wedged on a garlic.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for doing everything you've done, and I'm sure this was probably not the last we've heard from you, but it is goodbye for now for you, isn't it?
It is for me, I'm afraid. Basically everybody keep following the blog. No, thank you everybody for following and being very supportive. There've been haters, but there've been more lovers, and the lovers are what count. So yeah, it's all good. So yeah, keep following, keep the peace. All right then.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye, Jamaica.
Cheers. Thank you. Good night, all.
Well, there we go, ladies and gents. You got me bumbling around on the mod for quite a while. He was amazing on his hands-free headset. Demegi came in for that special interview there. Hopefully he managed to answer your questions. Sorry if we didn't get through them all. There was quite a few going on that there. But if you want to ask any more questions or want to know more, go to the blog website there that you see on the screen, or you can check out their forums, and the links for that are on the blogs as well. And yeah, if you missed any part of this live stream, you can go and watch on the catch-up. I may also release it on my YouTube channel. If you want to know anything more about me, remember you can check out my Facebook page, and get in touch with me on Twitter, and just go to any of my YouTube channels and hunt around there. You will see what you need to find out. You guys have been great so far. We might just have a couple of more moments on the mod if there's anything I've forgotten. I think we actually pretty much got it all sorted. So that is that's pretty much going to be this all for now. To answer Jack, yes, I'm going to be live streaming on Saturday. That will be the next live stream. That is my OpenTTD subscriber game. So I've got well, I think about five people joining me for a game of OpenTTD, and we'll be live streaming that. It's going to be a little bit different to the last one I did, but if you want to check that out or any of my videos, head out to my YouTube channel. I will be announcing the live stream on Twitter, so follow me on Twitter if you want to keep up to date with the live streams. Yep, Saturday, 1 PM UK time for anybody who wants to see that or be involved. I also do random streams on Twitch every now and then, but that's something that I've got to sort out. Somebody's asking, what is TTD? What is OpenTTD? It's a game, and if you want to know any more, Google it or head out to my YouTube channel. It's free, yes, open source. It's right, okay. OpenTTD is the open source remake of Transport Tycoon Deluxe. That's where the TTD comes from. So go check it out. It's fantastic. People are asking where can they get this mod? The mod isn't out yet. This was a preview, so if you want to check out the mod, you're going to have to wait. But if you want to know when, you need to follow the blog. So if you follow the blog that's on the screen now, keep an eye on there. You will find it out. And also, if you follow me on Twitter, I will announce as well once it's out. I will give you some updates. I do see Demegi on a moderately regular basis, so I'm sure I'll be able to keep you updated with any of that. Somebody's saying that he's maybe doing an Open TTD2, or there's or a TTD2. That is a whole different question. So thanks for letting me know that, Jack. We'll see. But yeah, any more questions before we close this particular live stream? I want to, before we go, I know I've thanked Meggie. I definitely want to make sure I thank you guys for tuning in. Doing this has been fantastic. I do like to do these all over the place, but doing this special one for you guys has been good. And hopefully we can bring you more things like this in the future. If you've got any suggestions, anything you want to see, then let me know. You can contact me on Facebook. Just head out to my Facebook page and send me a message, and I'll be happy to hear from you all. What city am I in? I live in the UK. I live in Lincolnshire. I live not far from the city of Lincoln itself. So that tells you where roughly I am in the country. So just because somebody wants to stalk me, apparently. Thank you, Wayne. It has been fun. I've enjoyed it, despite forgetting to drink or eat. I've got cheesy nibbles with me. Where's the camera? There's the camera. I've got cheesy nibbles, but I think I had like 2 all session. Jack says he's learnt so many nerdy things. Yeah, if you want lots of quick updates, then Twitter is the best way to follow me. If you just want the bigger updates, the more important things that are happening, then Facebook. So it depends how much spam you want from me. Also, you can get me on Tumblr as well. No problem, guys. Thanks. Thanks. Yeah, nibbles, cheesy nibbles. Yeah, cheesy nibbles. Well, there we go. That's the thank yous and everything done for this. That's all for me for now. So this is the end of this live stream. I will be doing another live stream straight after this one. So if you want to see what that's about, hang around. I'm going to take about a 10-minute break, and then I will be back with a different live stream. Nothing, not a special preview or anything like that, just one of my normal ones. But that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching. Bye! Goodbye! I'll be back in about 10 minutes.